Since the dawn of time, humanity has looked at the world around us with wonder. Civilizations rose and fell, leaving behind monuments, legends, and riddles carved into stone. Yet some of their greatest creations and mysteries have been swallowed by the sands of time, the depths of the oceans, or hidden beneath our feet, waiting to be rediscovered. Tonight, we journey into the lost mysteries of our world, secrets buried in the oceans, forgotten by empires, or hidden in ancient texts. From sunken lands like Doggerland, to the unfinished dreams of Egypt's obelisks, to the impossible engineering of India's Kailasa temple, and the haunting silence of the lost library of Alexandria. Each of these mysteries forces us to ask the same question. What did our ancestors know that we have forgotten? Prepare yourself, because this is not just history. This is a story of vanished worlds, forbidden knowledge, and questions that may never be fully answered. Beneath the cold, restless waters of the North Sea lies a forgotten land, a place archaeologists now call Doggerland. 12,000 years ago, this was not ocean, but vast, fertile plains stretching from Britain to Denmark. It was home to mammoths, rhinoceroses, and hunter-gatherers who thrived on its rivers and forests. Imagine a land bridge connecting Britain to mainland Europe, alive with people, culture, and trade. But then, the Ice Age ended. The seas rose, drowning Doggerland forever. By 6000 BC, it had vanished beneath the waves. For centuries, no one knew it existed. Only in the 19th century, when fishermen pulled up mammoth bones and ancient tools, did the mystery begin. Today, seismic surveys reveal maps of entire river valleys, forests, and hills lying hidden under the seabed. Some say Doggerland could be the real inspiration behind Plato's story of Atlantis, a great land swallowed by the sea. But here lies the bigger question. Was Doggerland just a land bridge? Or could it have been a thriving center of culture, a prehistoric cradle of civilization wiped from history by rising seas? If so, what knowledge, what legends drowned with it? And what warning does it leave for us today as modern cities face the same rising oceans? In the granite quarries of Aswan, Egypt, lies a giant, a monument that was never completed. The unfinished obelisk, carved more than 3,500 years ago, commissioned by Queen Hatshepsut, would have been the largest ever created. Standing nearly 42 meters tall and weighing over 1,200 tons, the equivalent of 200 elephants, the Egyptians had already shaped 3 sides with astonishing precision, but then a crack appeared in the stone. The project was abandoned, leaving the obelisk half-carved, still attached to the bedrock, a frozen moment in time. Archaeologists believe workers used dolerite pounding stones, wooden wedges, and water pressure to split rock. But how would they have moved something so massive, more than twice the weight of the largest stones in the Great Pyramid? Some suggest they planned to float it on wooden barges during Nile floods. Others claim it was an impossible dream. Technology had not yet caught up with ambition. And then, there are the bold theories. Some believe obelisks were more than monuments, that they aligned with stars, acting as ancient antennas to the heavens. Was the crack in the stone merely an accident, or was it a sign that even Egypt's greatest builders had reached the limits of human power? The unfinished obelisk still lies in silence, a riddle carved in red granite.
In the rugged hills of Maharashtra, India, stands a marvel unlike anything else on earth, the Kailasa temple of Ellora. Carved in the 8th century from a single mountain of solid basalt, it is the largest monolithic structure ever created by human hands. Unlike pyramids, which were built stone by stone, Kailasa was hewn top-down, carved directly from living rock. over 400,000 tons of stone were removed with hammers and chisels. Intricate carvings of gods, demons, and celestial beings cover every wall. Its scale dwarfs even the Parthenon of Greece. Legend tells of a queen who vowed to fast until she saw the temple's tower completed. The architect promised to build it from the top downward in record time, a story of devotion that echoes in its miraculous construction. But the real mystery is how. Could such precision and scale be achieved in just 18 years, as inscriptions suggest? Some claim Kailasa hides messages in its millions of Sanskrit carvings, still untranslated. Others whisper of alien technology or a lost advanced civilization. When the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb tried to destroy it with 1,000 men, they labored for 3 years and barely scratched the surface. Kailasa stands today, defying time, earthquakes, and human doubt. Was it simply a masterpiece of devotion, or does it preserve a knowledge beyond our understanding?
In the heart of ancient Egypt stood a place that could have changed the world forever, the Great Library of Alexandria. Founded in the 3rd century BC, it held up to 700,000 scrolls, the collected wisdom of Greece, Egypt, Babylon, India, and beyond. It was here that Euclid created geometry, where Eratosthenes calculated Earth's circumference, and where scholars dreamed of uniting all human knowledge. But then, it was lost. Some blame Julius Caesar's fire in 48 BC. Others, the Christian decrees that destroyed pagan temples. Still others accuse the Muslim conquest centuries later. The truth? It may have declined slowly, its treasures scattered and forgotten. What did we lose with its destruction? Perhaps works of lost philosophers, forgotten sciences, even technologies that could have advanced humanity by centuries. Imagine, what if steam engines, flight, or medicine had been discovered in the ancient world? Would we already be a spacefaring civilization today? The Library of Alexandria remains history's greatest tragedy of lost knowledge, a beacon of what humanity might have become, and a warning of how fragile wisdom truly is. Across northern Europe, strange bronze objects have been found, Roman dodecahedrons. Each has 12 pentagonal faces with holes of different sizes, knobs at the corners, and perfect geometry. They range from the size of a golf ball to a grapefruit, yet no one knows what they were for. Were they tools, measuring devices, religious relics, toys? None fit perfectly. Strangely, none have been found in Rome itself, only in the far provinces. Could they have been secret ritual objects, instruments of divination, or a technology so well guarded that no record of them survives? Over 130 have been discovered, and yet their purpose remains one of archaeology's strangest unsolved puzzles.
In 1947, a shepherd searching for a lost goat in Qumran stumbled into a cave and into history. Inside clay jars were the Dead Sea Scrolls, nearly 1,000 manuscripts, over 2,000 years old. They contained the oldest known copies of the Hebrew Bible, alongside forgotten texts, the Book of Enoch, war prophecies, secret sectarian rules, and even a copper scroll describing hidden treasure. Who wrote them? Many say the Essenes, a Jewish sect awaiting the end of days. Others believe they were rescued from Jerusalem's libraries before its destruction. The scrolls confirmed the accuracy of later biblical texts, but they also raised new questions. Did they hide forbidden teachings, prophecies kept from the world? Could they have influenced early Christianity itself? Why were they sealed away, deep in caves, as if meant only for the chosen few? Perhaps the answers still lie in fragments yet to be translated.
In Death Valley's racetrack playa, stones move by themselves. Across the dry lakebed, heavy rocks leave trails as if pushed by invisible hands. For decades, no one had ever seen them move. Theories ranged from hurricane winds to magnetic forces, even aliens. Finally, in 2013, scientists witnessed the truth. Rain, thin ice sheets, and sunlight combined to push the stones slowly across the playa. Nature's secret dance revealed. Yet even with science, the mystery lingers. Why do only some stones move? Why do paths cross and curve as if guided by intent? Sometimes, even when explained, nature's mysteries remain magical. Herodotus once described it as greater than the pyramids, a labyrinth with 3,000 rooms hidden beneath the sands of Hawara, Egypt. For centuries, scholars doubted him. Then, in 2008, radar scans revealed vast underground chambers near Amenemhat III's pyramid. Could this be the lost labyrinth of Egypt? Why is it sealed, its discovery hushed by authorities? Some believe it contains lost records of ancient civilization, texts that could rewrite history. Others say it was built to confuse tomb robbers or to guard sacred secrets of the pharaohs. Is the labyrinth real, or just an ancient exaggeration? Until the sands are lifted, we may never know. But one thing is certain: beneath Egypt's desert, mysteries still wait in silence. Doggerland, the unfinished obelisk, Kailasa Temple, the Library of Alexandria, the dodecahedrons, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the moving stones, and the lost labyrinth. 8 mysteries, 8 reminders that the past is not dead. It lives in ruins, in oceans, in desert sands, and in questions we still cannot answer. Perhaps humanity has always been haunted by the same truth, that we are not the first to walk this path, that civilizations rise, fall, and leave behind fragments for us to rediscover. The deeper we dig, the more we realize. Our story is far older and far stranger than we ever imagined. So the question remains: what else lies hidden, waiting for us to uncover? The search has only just begun.